how he is. Me Dublin. I'm putting on my Dublin accent today because I'm talking about Jameson.
Jammies.
Do you like that? How are you? Starry lad. Talking about the old Jamie. Multilingual, Katie. I can do any accent. You just throw an accent at me. Go on.
No,
I can do.
I'm not even going to entertain
I speak French as well, Katie. Have I ever told you that? Happy birthday, Mr. Jameson. It was his
belated birthday.
happy belated birthday. He's dead, Kate.
Yeah, but
I don't think he cares.
semantics.
It is some antics, you're right. Who'd be at antics like that? Anyhow, some antics to be at.
It was his birthday.
Okay. Speak correctly. Anyhow, yeah, who would have thought it? 26, 25 years, bet he wasn't as happy as I am. Anyhow, it was his birthday on the 5th of October, 1740. As Sinead's after telling me there, 1740 is when the Gaston was born. And he was, obviously must have been 40 years old when he done the Jameson thing, because it's got 1780.
Must have been then.
You think he would have put his birthday or something like that on the front of the bottle, just to go, just my birthday, lads. Jameson, so they launched a new product yesterday as well, and this is one of the reasons why I'm talking about it today, is they launched a new product last night of the Jameson single pot still. It is welcome. I think Jameson is the one behemoth that is selling for IDL all over the world. I mean, some of the biggest growing markets for them is Nigeria, is South Africa. I mean, Russia would have been a big enough market to them. Unfortunately, that's off the table now. But still, America has a massive appetite for the Jameson products. And I wonder sometimes, do these other Jameson products factor in people's equations for them? And we've talked about Jameson before. People nearly dismiss it as being just, it's just
to
Jameson.
Get drunk on.
Yeah, it's just to get drunk on. It's for shots and all that sort of stuff.
It's not for enjoying.
You can enjoy being snot arse drunk as well. I mean, that's people do, Katie. Strangely enough,
Like.
Yeah, exactly. But there is Jameson products out there that are really can hold their own. And I mean, I know guys. I'll talk about this one first because it's the 15-year-old pure pot still. I mean, guys always revered that as nearly one of the finest examples of pot still whiskey that was out there. Yeah. I mean, it really is a cracker. Pot still Will, the man who I bow to in an awful lot of place in knowledge on everything whiskey related, but particularly Jameson. I mean, I remember him saying to me he must have drank over 20 bottles of that over the years. I mean, it was just a phenomenal whiskey, and he enjoyed sampling it out when he was behind the bar and stuff like that. This this thing that's in the was their new incarnation of that 500ml bottle. It was a bit weird. I don't think it really hit the spot when it hit the market. I think a lot of people went, what have he done? Like, I mean, and they can do presentations so well. I mean, the 18-year-old Bow Street, I didn't put one of them up. It's a gorgeous with the cast strength with the copper plate.
The older boxes.
The older boxes. They've changed them again. I mean, the 18 itself has gone through so many incarnations, through the limited reserve and the green box and all that sort of stuff, special reserve and all that. The 21, I think, is a gorgeous thing, and the medallion around its neck and all that sort of stuff. It's like it's like a wrapper. I think maybe the Jameson 21 is like a, he's there with his medallion around his chest and showing off his bling. Again, we have a bottle of that open out in the bar, and I'm saying to people, there's only 2,021 bottles of it done.
Yes.
So again, it is a limited edition, the 21-year-old. As same as the limited edition 15-year-old and ultimately the new one as well. But there was so many prior to that. I mean, you had the special reserve Jameson 12, you had the old Irish, the 1780, what we call it, the special reserve, you had the red label one there on the end as well. You had the gold reserve, a couple of different incarnations of that.
I think it was three, wasn't it?
3 different ones as well of that. So I mean, it's gone through various different packaging redesigns and all that sort of stuff, but the one thing that's underrated all the way along was it's quality whiskey.
Yeah,
it is just quality whiskey. And even their bog standard Jameson is a lovely, easy to drink whiskey, and I think that's part of the reasons for its success all over the world, is that it's just such an easy to drink whiskey.
Yeah.
Doesn't fight with you. You might fight with other people after it, enough of it, but let down with that sort of thing. But I mean, it's an easy to drink. Does well in highballs. It does well on its own.
Jammy and ginger.
Jammy and ginger. I mean, it's lovely, jammy and ginger.
Yes.
Barry started drinking jammy and ginger. Barry was rather tipsy the other night on jammy and ginger.
See, I knew it convert him.
As in, he doesn't know how to go home. Yeah,
Coke.
who drinks Jack Daniels? You're right, Pat.
Get him on the Jammy and Gingers. Happy days.
Last month we had one of these things, a Jameson Grace, sold for a massive €3,300 in the same condition as this one, strangely enough, completing its cellophane wrapper. I mean, it's like a Dublin bus. You're waiting on one, you don't get any, and then all of a sudden five of the damn things come along. I'm still in two minds whether we're even going to list that in this month's auction, because last month it went so well. I'd hate to take away from it. The white label ones. Here's one for the Amalgamated Bottling Company of Dundalk, don't you know? I'm on the 10. I'm on the 10. Never had a football match in my life.
Nope.
It is probably one of the most undervalued ones as well, because collectors don't seem to hold much in them. Look, they get a fair price. But this, Sinead, I think people will lose their little proverbials over that. That is 1957 duty sample that was drawn from cask. So obviously I would suggest it's at cask strength. There is no indication on it as to what it's at, but it's a duty-free sample that was done for obviously a prospective customer or something like that they would have been sending samples out. There is a name on it for where it was done. I can't remember. I have it written down somewhere row in Dublin.
You say it was heading for the UK.
It's heading for the UK. It does say John Jameson and Company on it. We've had a black light looking at it, and you can see the date on it, and it says 1957 just above the middle sample there, just above the stamp for John Jameson and Son. I mean, it is phenomenal. It's original. The top of the cork has dried and broken off, but I mean, I have no reasons to question its originality or anything else. It looks bang on right to us, and I think that should get a fantastic price in the auction.
It's cool, isn't it?
It is cool. And again, it's one of one. I mean, there literally cannot be another one of them in the world like that drawn at the time, or I'd say they would have been drank or something like that as well. Probably. So it's a real one of one unicorn bottle as well. That's it. I mean, Jameson, as we said, is the behemoth that has been driving the Irish whiskey resurgence. I mean, it was a stroke of marketing genius from IDL, from Middleton to roll in behind it. I mean, I know the decision was made. I wonder, and I've opted, you haven't thought this, I didn't think you would have given this a second's thought.
You think about way too much stuff.
I do think about way too much stuff. You're right, Kitty. So there's a bottle of Powers, Kitty.
Right.
So there's Powers, and there's Paddy, and there's the various different products from IDL. Would things be different for Irish whiskey if Jameson wasn't the product that they chose to row in behind? If it was Powers, I mean, we us the whiskey guys often talk about how Powers really doesn't get the heights of Middleton. I mean, Powers John Lane is a phenomenal whiskey.
Gorgeous.
Again, a lot of people just dismiss Powers as just being it's Powers and nothing special. Gold label. Dublin people should have a real graw for Powers. I know Rosie with her baby Powers. The stories that Rosie's told us about her dad with baby's Powers and all that stuff. But I wonder, would the whole story of Irish whiskey be different if Jameson wasn't what it has become, if it didn't have the backing of IDL to really hit the heights that it's done? I just wonder. Again, philosophical thing.
He wonders about way too much.
Yeah, probably you're right. You're probably right.
No,
but
I'm
just,
not probably.
It is just when we see how successful Irish whiskey is now becoming worldwide, we see how successful. I mean, the sales numbers that they post every year is just phenomenal. and it's mainly driven by Jameson.
But it's like everything else, babe. There's so many different options, and it's a punt on which one you choose.
Oh, aye.
You know, so
It's like that mad program we were watching the other night. All these different quantum things that you make a decision in life, and all the trees that go off after
same
that.
diff.
Yeah. Whew. Imagine how different my life could be.
Yeah.
25 years. Anyhow.
I don't see a chain round your ankle.
No, it's not even a ring around my finger.
No, see? So shut your face.
Yeah, true. That's true. Right, we're back tomorrow. Tomorrow is
Our birthday.
Irish Whiskey Auction's birthday. 4th birthday. We're big boys now.
Yes.
We've come at it. Well, I still wear nappies a bit, but we've nearly grown up.
We're heading for big school.
Yeah, heading for big school. Yeah, exactly. And we're going to talk a wee bit about that tomorrow. I'm going to have a couple of special bottles up there, and I may even put on a posh dress.
No, he won't put on a posh dress or any dress.
No, okay. Right, I'm not allowed to put on a posh dress.
Bye.
Bye.